thought the last archetype analysis was short? Well, this one is even shorter, because this archetype we're looking at today, known as Coach, consists of 4 cards. 2 main deck monsters and 2 Xyz monsters, as a spoiler alert. Well, let's get the formalities out of the way. They were used by this character from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Yeah, it's a Zexal archetype, no wonder. Yeah, Zexal was full of these really short, unnecessary archetypes that could have easily been anime-only cards. But yep, there we are. I mean, I actually forgot this guy's name, actually. I think his Daisuke was his name or something like that. Well, anyway, it does not matter in the slightest, but anyway, let's start off with their first monster, that being Coach Soldier Wolfbark. And it's a level 4 Beast Warrior, and you can target one level 4 Fire Beast Warrior type monster in your graveyard, special summon it in face-up defense position. Its effects are negated, and you can only use this effect once per turn. Now, this guy is actually the best thing to come out of this archetype, because it actually sees plays in some Brotherhood of the Fire Fist builds, because it's a simple level 4 that has a once per turn revival effects of other level 4s, and it can be a good rank 4 XC spam target. So yeah, how does this continue? Coach Captain Bearman is a level 8 with 2600 attack and 2700 defense, and you can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes 1300. Once per turn, you can make all level 4 Beast Warrior type monsters you control become level 8 until the end of this turn. This card cannot be used as an Xyz material except for the Xyz summon of a Fire Warrior type monster. Keep in mind, it says level 4 strictly, not level 4 or below, simply level 4. I mean, just as Wolfbark, this is actually ran less frequently than Wolfbark also in Fire Fist builds, because I mean, you can use this to kind of get some rank 8s for your Fire Fist, but come on, why bother at least? And inside its own archetype, look, without double summon and Wolfbark, you cannot even summon their first Xyz monster, that being Coach King Giant Trainer. It's a Warrior Fire Xyz, of course, 2800 attack, 3 level 8 monsters it requires, genius. And you can detach one Xyz material from this card to draw one card and show it. Then, if it was a monster, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. You can only use this effect of Coach King Giant Trainer up to thrice per turn. Okay, this is actually, I think, the only card in the entire game whose effect can be activated thrice per turn, which is, I mean, unique. I'll give it that. But the fact that it requires 3 level 8 monsters makes it a complete rancid chore to summon in this archetype. I mean, well, the best way to summon this thing is to rack it up with to run 3 Guardian Yadoses, but that's just it. Well, I mean, it is somewhat decent draw power. You don't have to send the cards you draw to the graveyard. Even if they're not monsters, you don't get the burn damage, but still you get to keep the cards. It can be used to prolong your plays and such, but it's not worth running. I mean, this archetype has no reason to exist. Much next to the next monster, their final monster, that being Chaos Xyz Coach Lord Ultimate Trainer. A rank 9 requires 4 level 9 monsters, or, you know, a rank up magic. And this card cannot be targeted by card effects. If this card has an Xyz monster as an Xyz material, it gains this effect. Once per turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card and draw one card, reveal it. Then if it was a monster, inflict 800 damage to it. And 800 damage to your opponent. Well, okay, they gave the previous effect a once per turn clause for some imbecilic reason, probably because the first thing is gonna run out of Xyz materials by the time you summon this thing. And they give it a targeting protection, which is decent, I guess, but why would you run this thing? I mean, it has a pretty gargantuan 3800 body, and that's about everything it has going for it. This archetype was a mistake, and yeah, time for the grades, and this is gonna be over really quickly. Consistency, 1 out of 3. Power, 1 out of 3. Comeback ability, 1 out of 3. Protection, 1 out of 3. And despite the Wolfbark being extremely splashable in fire-based decks, most often in Fire Fists, that still isn't enough to bump versatility to 2 out of 3. So yes, everything is here is a 1 out of 3. Complete rock bottom archetype is what we have here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I mean, you're probably asking yourself why I made this archetype analysis. Well, simply, I had no idea what to record. And I know I can just start Mortal Kombat Armageddon Let's Play, but I'm not feeling it, and yeah, I only have 8 more videos to record before my school season resumes. Oh god, dread that fact. Well, anyway, I mean, the next video is probably gonna be another short burst of laugh video, just like this one. But anyway, yeah, this was it. This was the coach archetype, and yeah, this is, ladies and gentlemen, pack filler garbage at its finest, really. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos and updates. Comment, like, and subscribe. And as usual, I'll upload the next video whenever I can. See you all. Have a good day and peace.